All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kakadash. First, I want to give double honors to our apostles, a great millstone that rule with honor and with diligence. Honor to you brothers out there pushing this truth and love and sincerity to wake up the elect. Peace be to the elect and their families, those who change according to the word, calling on the names Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai in time of trouble. We say, peace be unto you. May the Lord have mercy on you in these evil times that we're living in. And to you brothers and sisters out there listening, learning. Hopefully you brothers grow on a level to push this work, the Baratazah, that's, the lot of all you brothers that seek to go forward. To you sisters out there listening, learning, may the Spirit continue to be with you and dwell with you as well. And, hey, may the Lord have mercy on you all in these evil times. This is just a lesson the Spirit gave to me the other night. I was, for me, it's like, at the end of the day, when I lay down and, when it's time for me to, get some rest or try to get some rest, that's when the Spirit starts to really deal with me and open up my mind on certain things, so, that's just how it works for me. I don't know how it works for everybody else. But the other night I was laying down and I couldn't rest. And the majority of us, when we can't rest, we just pick up the scriptures, open the scriptures, start reading a little bit. And I was going over Revelations, the 17th chapter. Dealing. Yeah, I was dealing in Revelations chapter 17. And when I read the third verse, I know that, if you know the scriptures, that Revelation 17 and Revelations the 12th chapter, they kind of mirror each other, and I was reading Revelations the 17th chapter, and the Spirit kind of prompted me to go into when I got to the third verse, the Spirit kind of prompted me to refer back to Revelations 12. So I'm gonna get Revelations. I'm gonna get Revelations 17. I'm gonna go to 17 verse Salakia. Revelation 17, and I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, "So he carried me away in the spirit unto the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast, full of the names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns." And of course, us that's in the know, we know that, that woman, pretty much represents the great whore Babylon, and we know that that beast is the system that operates under this current wicked kingdom. So like, yeah, I say having 7 heads and 10 horns. The 7 heads, for us, the 7 heads are the Greeks, Romans, Spanish, French, Germanium Major, Germanium Minor, and the British, in which a lot of our people speak those languages. You know, a lot of our people speak Spanish, French, and British. The British are all in the interiors of Africa until this day. You know, uh, um, but a lot of our people speak Spanish and French. We know the World Church is in Rome. You know, but I was going into it, and and whenever you see that word great, in a lot of cases that word great is synonymous with Babylon the Great. You know, and I was going into my notes. Uh, well, scarlet colored beast, and we know this is a beast that's the same beast that's in Revelations the 12th chapter. Let me go. Revelations the 12th chapter. Revelations 12 and 3, it says, "And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head." So we know that the 7 heads are, those 7 rulerships that I just mentioned, and then the 10 horns is basically the EU, and those crowns represent different those rulerships. Those 7 rulerships that were at that time. You know, but the spirit had me to focus on the great red dragon. And then when you think of a dragon, you think of a creature that is cunning, a creature that is wise. You know, um, a creature that is powerful. But it was just like, I was thinking, a creature that's keen. And I'm like, okay, uh, um, these are pretty much what's the word? Uh, um, so like it. I don't know what's wrong with my mind today. Um, these are pretty much good words, like oh shit, I don't know why. I don't know. This is Satan. Um, anyway, these are pretty much words that don't bring out the true meaning of what this scripture is talking about. Let's just put it that way, because my mind drew a blank on the word that I was trying to think of. I don't know if anybody put it in the comment board, but to be keen and wise. Those are, basically, uh, uh, um, you know, oh my goodness, those are basically, good words. Like words that, I would like to be called wise. You know, I don't know about the word cunning, but when you think of a dragon, you think of a beast that has wisdom, a beast that is, clever, cunning, you know, witty, quick witted, you know. But the spirit, that word great red dragon it stuck in my head, and I was like, man, the spirit was just like, kind of look into that word, so I went and Googled the word red dragon, and the first website that popped up kind of gave me a description of the word red dragon. Okay. Now this is from Forgotten Realms Wiki. It says red dragons referred to by sages or as Draco confle- conflagratio horribilis, which means great and terrible fire, you know? Okay, it says, and sometimes flame dragons, fireworms, and mountain dragons. It says, were a breed of chromatic true dragon. They were covetous, evil creatures. Okay. And I was like, okay, and this is gonna kind of go into it, you know, why they were called a great red dragon, you know, because all the attributes that were named in this all the attributes that are named in this particular website are the attributes of this man whom we call the devil. E. These are all the attributes of this goddamn devil. And I was reading through this website and I was like, wow. I was like, man. I was like, call y'all about some y'all shot. Like, like it really went into that, the meaning of that red dragon, you know. So I'm gonna read some of this. I'm gonna read some of what the spirit led me to, and I'm gonna bring out some scriptures. Abaratazar is edifying, through the Holy Spirit. But like sometimes you read certain passages in the scriptures, and you don't understand why the scriptures say what it says, and you know when I remember listening to those the breakdowns back in the day, and the apostles like, yeah, a dragon is wise, a dragon has wisdom, a dragon is cunning, a dragon is clever, and those are all you know those are all words that you would use to describe a person that you like. you know those are not insults. So I'm gonna go into this website, Forgotten Realms Red Dragon. Okay, I read. It says in Mountain Dragons, it was a breed of chromatic true dragons. They were covetous, evil creatures. Now, when you read into the when you read into the when you read into the description of this dragon, you understand why that title was used in Revelation's 12th chapter. It says they are covetous, evil creatures interested in only their own well-being. Okay, so let's get Micah 2 and 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence. That's exactly what happened here in America and abroad. That's what's happening. That's what happened in other parts of the world as well, man. We know that the Romans, they were trying to expand. They were pretty much fighting to gain territory the whole time they were in power. Everybody's all these countries are fighting to expand their territory, and just like I brought it out last night. America is trying to gain entry into Greenland and make it a part of the Americas, man. You know, just like Russia is pretty much annexed Ukraine, man, which really was their country anyway, you know. But these people, they came out of the Caucasus Mountains and they just started. The Lord gave them the power to just start conquering shit, you know. And as it is this day, man, you know, it says they covet fields and take them by violence. The best example of this scripture is America, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, and even a man and his heritage. What they did to Gad over here in America, our people, you know, pretty much, you know, went, you know, after Gad healed their sicknesses, when they got off those boats and was sick, and the Gadites came and healed them and taught them how to plant and taught them how to live and survive. After that, they went to war with Gad. They didn't say, okay, well, let us live at peace with you since you helped us. No, they said, look, they coveted the land and they took it by violence. It says, and they took and took them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Those the so-called Indians, Gad and Reuben, which are the Native Americans, known as the Native American Indians, to this day, their land was stolen. They were sent to reform schools, you know, to where their customs of peace, everything that they, you know, everything that they were taught was stripped away from them, you know. He said, therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall you go haughtily, for this time is evil. So the Lord is eventually going to put this devil in a situation that he can't get out of. For all the evil that he's done, he's gonna receive it. He's gonna receive for it, and that time is coming soon. He's gonna receive for all the evil that he has done in the earth. Okay. It says they are covetous, evil creatures, interested only in their own well-being, vanity, and the extension of their treasure hoards. Okay. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, in injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Okay. You know, so that's another attribute of the red dragon. You know, it says they are supremely confident in their own abilities and were prone to make snap decisions without any forethought. You know, it says, and I gave my heart. This is so like Ecclesiastes 1:13. It says, and I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under heaven. Salakia, done under heaven. This sore travail hath the Most High given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. You know, so this mention, it says it says evil creatures interested in only in their own well-being, vanity, and the extension of their treasure hoards. They are supremely confident in their own abilities, prone to make snap decisions, you know. So that's another trait, vanity. That's another trait that's here. That's a big, huge thing in America, vanity. You know, people love things that are empty. People love to look good out on the outside, look better on the outside than they do on the inside. People love to look good and not be healed on the inside. You know, It says the largest and most powerful chromatic dragons, and just the worst, not counting Tiamat. This is the so-called, it is Tiamat. It says was the lawful evil dragon, goddess of greed, queen of evil dragons. Hey, over here in heaven, I mean over here in America, they Salaki. Over here in America, they got the queen of heaven worship, going on where they worship the women. So this right here could be a male dragon, and over all these dragons is a woman, a female dragon. The queen dragon is over all these dragons. But it says right here, it says this is the worst, and it says that not counting Tiamat, the queen, that queen dragon is the worst of them all. It said red dragons were also most fearsome and cruel. Okay. It says these dragons delight in ruin, death, and destruction. Okay. These these are all attributes of this devil, the so-called white man. This is all his nature, you know. And I was reading this, and the spirit had me going to. I was reading this like that's this goddamn devil, you know. This is Zechariah 1:15. I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. So these devils, they love affliction. They're instruments of cruelty. You know, it says most fearsome and cruel. These dragons delight in ruin, death, and destruction. It says they breathed a cone of fire, and countless lands they were considered archetypal villainous dragons of legend and fable, exemplars of all their most notorious traits. And red dragons thought, it says rapacious, cunning, and destructive. Red dragon are Tiamat's favorite children, embodied the worst dragon kind has to offer. And we know that this is all fictitious, but it has everything to do. The description has everything to do with these devils, man. This is Ezekiel 35:5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword. See, it says right here, it says up here, it says rapacious, cunning, destructive, red dragons. It says embody. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to find that. It said red dragons were the most fearsome and cruel. It says these dragons delighted in ruin, death, and destruction. Okay. Ezekiel 35:5. It says, because thou hast a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sit thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So these people have a huge appetite for death, for destruction. These people have a huge appetite to kill and destroy other people. They're the physical counterpart of Satan in the earth. That's where all of these evil traits in the earth come from, like narcissism, or the sociopaths. all of these disconnected evil uh, um, uh, um, all these disconnected and evil traits of men come from these people, man. It says, "Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and from it." It said, "And cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, and thy hills, and thy valleys, and all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolation, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord." And that happened back in the actual Mount Seir, and that's going to happen here in America too. America is going to be destroyed, and it's not going to never return. This land is defiled with the blood of our people, you know. So the Yahweh Bashim Shai is going to destroy this place. You know, the Lord is going to destroy this place. You know, it's Habakkuk 2 and verse 5. See, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. He enlarged his desire as hell. And that was another thing. The red dragons were physically distinguished by their enormous size and wingspan, which was the widest of all dragons, both in absolute size and relative to body length. You know, so they desire to grow larger, man. They desire to be to spread through the breadth of the land, the land. You know, it says, "Yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied." You see what I read in that article? They love death. They love to bring death and destruction. You know, it says, "And cannot be satisfied." Hey, this man cannot be satisfied with blood, man. You know, he's a bloodthirsty individual, man. Everything at the end of everything that he brings about is death. It says, "And cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap it unto him all people." In America, here is you got all nations. We were at the store earlier, and you damn near saw like 10 nations, like 10 different, you damn near saw like 10 different kinds of people. You saw Japanese, you saw Chinese, you saw Europeans, you saw, man, like, we was at the international store earlier, and you saw like damn near all nations, like 10 nations of people in there, man. There's other nations that live in this country and have their own communities. It says, "And heap unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay." We went over that last night, that debt. It says, "Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee? And thou shalt be for booties unto them." So, when these nations were weaker than America, when they felt inferior to this place, they had to take the low road. But now that they see that America is losing power, now they like, oh yeah, we gonna kick them while they down. It says, "Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein." So all these people are looking to get a piece of this goddamn place. You know, This devil, this red dragon, you know, this instrument of cruelty, of death. You know, all these nations are looking to get a piece of this damn devil, you know? And Salaki, I thought there was somebody at the door. Yeah, I thought this was pretty interesting, man. This article, man. I just Googled Red Dragon, and you know, I didn't understand why they were called red dragons, you know, but when I looked this up, I was like, this makes perfect fucking sense. You know, of course we know it was an insult, you know, but when you think of a dragon, you think of a wise beast. You know, you don't think of a, a you do think of a beast, you know, it's a fictional creature, and to us, so we don't think that deep into it, but it was pretty much the perfect insult to this damn devil, man. This motherfucker loves blood. He loves to kill. Every all of these all of these descriptions describe him. Rapacious, cunning, destructive, you know, embodies the worst of the dragon kind. It says also the most fearsome and cruel. It said these dragons delight in ruin, death, and destruction. That describes this man to the T. You know, so I thought that was pretty interesting. I wanted to bring that out. The Spirit had me put together a couple of scriptures, you know, and to go with it. Hopefully it was edifying, you know, and pretty much, you know, that's it. You know, on to the next one. You know, may the Spirit continue to dwell and keep you all. Shalom.